You can speak what you want into existence. The way that you communicate with the universe, the way that you communicate with yourself is everything when it comes to manifesting what you want. And my name's Gavin, and I help people master their reality in a practical and predictable way so they can create more success in their lives. And I want to share with you the 3 things that you need to do in order to go ahead and manifest anything that you want using the power of your words. Now, I've been lucky enough to travel all over the world and help many people. I've helped people go ahead and make 6- and 7-figure incomes. I've helped people break through fear, become unstoppable, and totally eradicate their old self so they can step into that new reality and live out their dream lives. So the first thing I want to share with you, and the most powerful thing that you can do for yourself, is actually speak to yourself in a way which aligns with your goals. Because the way that you talk to yourself is the way that you see yourself. The way that you talk to yourself is the way that you perceive yourself. And the way that you perceive yourself results in what you perceive in your external reality. So if you're saying like, I'm overweight, or I'm fat, or I'm someone that finds it hard to take action, or I procrastinate, I'm a procrastinator, or I resist, or I'm someone that's emotional, or whatever it is, you are reinforcing and identifying more with this particular train of thought, this way of speaking to yourself, and it becomes more and more a part of your identity, and it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. It becomes a higher level or bigger level of consciousness. You know, it started off as a little thought, and now it's turned into an identity, a personality, a part of who you are. And a lot of us think we can't be anything but that. And so what we need to do is we need to retrain our thoughts. So one of the things that I teach is to deprogram before you reprogram. And so we want to unlearn and remove any emotional attachments to the old identity, the old way of speaking to ourselves. So one of the things I've said in my previous videos is just to dismiss that aspect of yourself, dismiss the negative thoughts that are going on in your mind, and basically say, that's not me. That's not who I am. That's not who I am. Who I am is this, and that's something that's positive, something that's affirming, something that's helping you grow, something that's creating a new consciousness around who you are and who you can become. And what we're doing here is we're reprogramming the ego to be in alignment with love. We're reprogramming the ego to be in alignment with loving ourselves and appreciating ourselves so that we can resonate on a different frequency and begin attracting things in our life that align with that frequency. One of the most powerful things in terms of the law of attraction, the core to making it work, is actually to love yourself. That's the first initial step that helps it like grow massively. So comment below, it's normal for me to talk positively about myself. It's normal for me to talk positively about myself. I love talking positive about myself. I love saying kind things to myself. I always use words that lift me up and doesn't bring me down. You know, things like this, we need to program and train our mind to focus on the positive aspects of ourselves so that we can affirm ourselves, feel better about ourselves, kind of boost the ego in a way, so we can develop a higher self-esteem and higher levels of confidence. So the second way that we can speak is actually through our actions, not necessarily vocally and talking out what we want into existence, but actually taking action towards what it is that we want. Action speaks more than our words, right? Action speaks volumes. And so we want to begin to understand that when it comes to our dreams, our goals and desires, the level of action that you take shows how much you believe in this thing, shows how much you want it, shows how much this is true for you. So sometimes it's actually better to speak less and be more. Show the universe, show people that this is something that you're dedicated to, that is something that you're, serious about, and your action shows that you're just going and doing what it is that you said you're going to do. And so if you say something, keep true to your word. That's one of the most powerful habits you can build, is that you say you're going to do something and you actually do it. Okay, you say you're going to do something and you actually do it. You follow through on your word. If you can develop this habit, your life will completely transform, because every time you do this, you're building the habit of, I say something, I do it. I say something, I do it. And so eventually you'll say, I'm going to make 6 figures this year, and you'll make it happen because you say something and you do it, you achieve it. And your mind just knows, well, when I say this, it's going to happen. And so we want to ingrain that into our subconscious mind with the little things first, saying like, tomorrow I'm going to complete this task, just one task, and then build up over time. I'm going to complete these 3 tasks tomorrow, and then eventually, whatever, right? You build bigger goals over time, but you got to start small and see success with the small stuff, and reward yourself when you actually see results with those particular actions that you're taking. So you start small, you do that action. I done what I said I was going to do. And so you give yourself that self-satisfaction. I did it. Even if it was really easy, it doesn't matter. You want to reward yourself for taking action. Feel that feel good feeling for taking action. And so you start to associate feeling good about taking action. A lot of people, they just take action and then they're just like, oh yeah, whatever, like it doesn't mean anything. But that creates a negative association towards taking action, or a blank association to taking action. And what you should really be feeling when it comes to taking action is positive, pleasurable feelings for taking action. So you need to feel that sense of accomplishment, that sense of reward once you do a task and you get it done. Yes, right? Like you feel that sense of accomplishment. And then eventually you'll have this identity that says, when I say something, it gets done. The last thing I want to share with you is boundaries on what other people tell you. So it's important to realize that the only opinion that really matters is step number 1, which is the stuff that you're saying to yourself. The stuff that people are saying about you or to you, you can use strategically to grow sometimes, but sometimes we're in an environment or around people who will judge and say negative things about us. And we have to get into that space of allowing ourselves to be us, to be true to yourself and not feeling negative about what other people think. So there's a really good book called The 4 Agreements. And one of the agreements is, don't take things personally. Don't take anything personally. This is key to your growth and your expansion. And so we want to realize that the things that people are currently saying, the things that we are imagining that people will say, but also the things that people have said in the past about you or to you is affecting the level of action and the level of success that you have in your life. Again, words are powerful and they become a part of our subconscious mind over time. So if you've been hearing the same thing over and over and over again, like money is the root of all evil, or money doesn't grow on trees, or we can't afford that right now, it becomes a part of who you are. It's a part of your memory. And so it's important to pull that out of your subconscious mind and free it from your being, and then put in and install new positive affirmations and subconscious programs to align with the success that you want to create for yourself. And so we have to realize that words are in our present, are in our past, and in our imagination. We presuppose or we assume that people are going to say certain things. If I do this, this, and this, if I achieve this, what are people going to say? What are people going to think about me? And that really holds us back from seeing the success that we want. So if you would really like help in mastering your reality, if you're someone who wants to break through, who wants to get unstuck, who wants to remove and delete the old self and become that identity which is in total alignment with the success that you want. You're taking the actions, you have the behaviors, you have the mentality, you have the emotions, you just have the being that automatically creates the reality that you want, and you're ready for success, you're ready for breakthrough, and you're serious and committed to your dream life, then go ahead and click the link in the description and find out how you can enroll in my neutrality shifting program by booking your free strategy session with my head coach, Jaden Johnson. And click this video for a light language healing. And remember to keep learning, keep growing, keep expanding, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.